Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. I told you guys that I would be posting this video earlier on Facebook if whoever was on my live feed commented and said that they promised to repeat this recipe. So here I am. Before I go in and show you guys what we're going to be cooking tonight, I wanted to share with you guys something that I was talking about on Snapchat and Facebook earlier this week. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But basically, this is the shaker cup that my husband had put in a box. And it was in the garage or somewhere that he doesn't want to show where it was. He doesn't want to tell me because I think he knows that he'll be in trouble. But I found it in the sink yesterday or the day before, and I smelled it, and I said, where did this come from? And he didn't want to tell me. It's finally got out of him after I had to soak it, and then soak it, and I'm still soaking it. So this is my favorite shaker cup, even though I didn't know where it was. This is like one of my favorite ones. So I just wanted to share with you guys that this is the famous, this is the cup. Anyway, let me get a towel because that was not supposed to happen. And I'm not going to edit that because I have to cook. But basically, I'm all wet. We are going to be making a spinach soup. It is got a couple of ingredients. It's really quick, and a lot of you guys have been telling me that you want to make quick meals. It's just a lot easier for you because you're always on the go and you're at work and you have kids and everything. I totally get it. So this is just going to be like 15 minutes start to finish. Obviously, depending on the portion and everything, it might be a little longer, but I don't think it's going to take that long. But I'm going to share with you guys the ingredients. But before I do that, I turned on my pan. I'm just going to use this deep quarter skillet. So I normally don't use vegetable oil, but for this recipe, I have to use garlic, and the base has to be oil. I usually use coconut oil, but I'm a little bit nervous on coconut oil with the garlic strictly. So we're going to just use a tablespoon of oil just to coat the bottom of the pan with just a little bit of vegetable oil. Like I said, I'm going to try it again with coconut oil and let you guys know what it's like, but for this, just a little bit. And then we're going to need garlic. So this is just something that I keep in my refrigerator. They're already peeled, so if you guys like, fresh garlic, this is just easier for me because I just grab them and I go. So this is what I'm going to be using. And then we're going to be using tortellini cheese. And then diced tomatoes, which I like the ones that already have a little bit of seasonings. If you guys don't, you can use regular tomatoes. That's what I did the last time I made it. But I have the basil, garlic, and oregano. And since this is kind of an Italian dish, which it is, basil and oregano and everything go really well with tortellini. And then you're going to be using vegetable stock. So if you guys didn't know what vegetable stock is, this is what it is. And then we're going to be using spinach, which I like a lot of spinach in this. This is just what I have left, so I'm just going to use this and then open up a new bag. And then we don't eat bread very often, but today is going to be a special treat with this soup. So I just got a French baguette, and then we're just going to slice it up. So, like I said, I started the pan in its pot. So what we're going to do is, and your tools are going to be a knife, a can opener, and a zester. So if you guys don't know what this is what it is. Just be careful because it is very, very sharp. I've already cut myself more times than I want to share. But to be careful, you can use this for lemons and oranges and garlic or whatever you want. So what we're going to do is it kind of gets a little messy, but I'm just going to take out like, jeez, it's so strong. This is such a strong scent, so just be careful. Like that really killed me a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and zest all these into the pan, and you want to make sure that your oil's hot, and we're going to let the garlic cook for about a minute. Okay, so I went ahead and minced or zested the garlic, and to me, I really, 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 really like a lot of garlic, so to me that's just not enough. So what I'm going to do is, and I like big chunks of garlic, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up a couple more, but it depends. A lot of people don't like garlic, so I would say, based on your preference, you can always start with a little bit and add more as you go. Definitely don't use garlic powder. You need to have fresh garlic. And I recommend that with probably anything. The powders are kind of, onion powder and all that stuff. Depends on what you're making, but I like the fresh stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that. And it should be starting to brown a little bit, but you don't want to burn it. So I'm going to let that cook. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add, I said that weird, you're going to add your can of diced tomatoes, but don't drain them, just add them on in. And then you're going to take about 3 or 4 cups of the vegetable stock, depending on, like I said, how much you're making. You can always double it up if you want. Just gonna eye it. And then add that in with your garlic and your tomatoes. What we're gonna do is, it's a mess. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let that bring that to a boil. And I don't think I added enough, so I'm gonna add a little more. This stuff is good. So you're gonna want to make a little bit extra to put on the side, because I promise if there's no leftovers, you're gonna be really mad at yourself, because I was like licking my bowl. It was terrible. So we're gonna let that bring to a boil, and then once that's done, once this is to a boil, I'll show you what else we have to do. So I'm gonna be fancy. I'm gonna have my water in a wine glass with some rocks, my ice cubes. So while this is boiling, I want to share with you guys this find I got today. It was on sale and the guy gave me some free ones, so I tried it. It's called Zip Biz B12 Energy 4 to 6 hours. Basically you take these out and you pour them in a water bottle. I'm gonna try these. He said that he uses them post-workout, so I'm definitely gonna try them. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried them, but if you have, please comment and let me know. Tomorrow after my workout, I'm gonna definitely try it. I tried the grape and it was fantastic, so I don't know if you guys have ever tried these, but I just wanna know what your feedback is, because I bought a tiny box of them and they were only on sale, so that's the only reason why I bought them. But let me know. We are going to be adding a little bit of pepper. I forgot the last time I made it, I didn't have any pepper, so I went out and bought some today. So it's fresh ground pepper. I'm just going to add a little shakes to it. And then also a little bit of sea salt. I don't particularly like salt on any of my food, and a lot of people who have tried my cooking, not that they ask for salt, but they just maybe ask for salt a little bit. Just on some things, just a little bit. So I would say like a pinch or so. We'll add that and we'll stir it. I'm still waiting for this to boil. Because there's so much liquid in it, I feel like it takes a while to bring up that boil. But you don't want to put it on high right away, because that's how you can still burn it. There's still tomatoes on the bottom and stuff. So you just want to be careful and let it gradually come up to a boil, which I'm so excited because the garlic smells amazing. So I'm going to just sit here and sip on my water while my food is bringing a boil. I am so excited right now because we never eat bread. I don't think we're going to finish that, so I'm going to have to saran wrap that. Oops. So our tomato sauce, our tomatoes and our garlic and our vegetable stock is starting to boil. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and dump your tortellini. Don't burn yourself because it'll splash back at you. You're just going to pour that in there. And then we're going to put it on for 7 minutes. Usually I would just watch it float up because that's how you can tell that tortellini is done cooking. But in the meantime, I'm just going to cut up this baguette. So excited about it. Better not be stale. I didn't pick it. It's smelling. It's good. So we're going to cut up a few slices. Like I said, this is like a really big treat for us, so I'm really excited. So what I'm going to do is, you just take a normal bowl, and I'm just going to put 2 little buds in there. And then when this is done, we're going to add a couple handfuls of spinach to your liking. I'm going to dump a whole bunch, just so you guys know, so you don't have to put that much. Once that's done, I'll put the spinach in, then I'll show you how I'm going to whip it all together. Okay, so the tortellini is done. You can see that I'm sorry, my kitchen looks crazy. I spilled like pepper everywhere. But you can see that the tortellini has floated to the top, which means it's done. And we're gonna go ahead and just add our spinach and turn this on to low. Like I said, you don't need to add a ton of spinach. And make sure that you buy spinach that is already washed. Should probably looked at that. I've been eating this all for the last couple of days. It's washed and ready to eat. So make sure you buy spinach that's washed and ready to eat. Don't know if it's ready to. See, this bag is different. It says rinse in cold water, drain before serving. I don't want no dirt on my stuff. Once you have the spinach cooking for 2 minutes, your dish is done. So you can go ahead and just put the ladle in the pan and scoop it on out and put it in your bowl with your bread. You guys enjoy. Thanks for watching.